The walk starts from Fleet Station. The walk goes along this path beside the railway and beside Fleet Pond. And there's a view over Fleet Pond from the path. More great views over Fleet Pond. The first Brenda Parker Way signs of the walk. Now in a pleasant wooded area, still beside the railway, but we've left Fleet Pond behind. Now on this wide track, still beside the railway. Now crossing over Bramshot Bridge over the railway. That's the way ahead. After a short walk along the main road, the Brenda Parker Way turns left into this narrow path beside this fence. The narrow path emerges onto this wide track where the walk turns left. The wide track proceeds across heathland. The track arrives at the edge of this wood where it turns sharp left. The view from further along the track. We're quite near the M3 motorway here. At the T-junction ahead, the walk turns right and crosses the M3 motorway. Now crossing the M3 motorway. That's the way ahead. After the motorway, the track continues on. The Brenda Parker Way turns left along this bridleway. Heading towards the B3013 road along the bridleway. The bridleway arrives at the main road. Now heading along Blackbushes Road. The Brenda Parker Way turns left along this road. The walk now turns right up this track, which is marked with a no through road sign. Confirmation that we're on the Brenda Parker Way, and there's the next footpath ahead. Now heading along a path along the edge of this large field, and that is the way forward. At this barn, the walk turns left, and that's the way forward. The view further along the grassy path. The walk goes past this building with an interesting clock tower, although the time isn't right. The time's actually 2:15 in the afternoon. Now on the next footpath with great views ahead. The walk turns left over this stile. Looking back at footbridge I've just crossed over. Now about to cross a stile onto the Hartley Wintney golf course. There's a view of the path on the Hartley Wintney golf course. The path emerges at the causeway pond on the outskirts of the village of Hartley Wintney. That's the way. Here's another view of the causeway pond. I've now turned on a path across Hartley Wintney Common. There's the Cricketers Inn, Hartley Wintney. The walk passes St John's Church, Hartley Wintney. Now heading along this wide track on the outskirts of Hartley Wintney. After a short section along a road, the walk joins this track known as King John's Ride, because it's part of the route taken by King John from Odium Castle to Runnymede to sign the Magna Carta. The Brenda Parker Way turns left onto this track. Further on, the path follows this wooden fence, and that's the way forward. After a short section along a road, the walk turns into this footpath, which looks a bit overgrown. Further along, the path passes this barn. We're about to recross the M3 motorway. Now recrossing the M3 motorway on this bridge. That's the way ahead. Now on this path, rapidly approaching the end of the walk at Winchfield station. Decent view over to my right. This is how the path is just after crossing the motorway. The walk passes the Winchfield Inn. Now at Winchfield station and the end of today's walk along the Brenda Parker Way.